I think we're live, fellas, but once again, no camera.
Drum rolls.
Yo, can y'all hear us out there?
Can y'all hear us? Yeah, we live.
Alright, hold on. It's saying something about the video resolution. Warning, please check the video resolution. Hold on. Let me check. Let me change the video resolution and see if that will help. I can't do anything about that right now. Yeah, man. So they're saying they can hear us, but they can't. But they can't see again. So I don't know what that's about. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Shot down in the building.
They said we twerking in the dark. Watch your mouth, man. What the hell is going on with this, bro?
That delay is crazy.
What delay?
It's like when you listen to it, we come in like 30 seconds later.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Why won't this?
Maybe you should try to go with the people by yourself.
I don't think that's gonna matter much, cause I think the computer's picking me up as if I was by myself.
Do you think the Zoom call, like, I don't know if it works, like, because the camera, the Zoom app is operating with the camera. Do you think that's the reason why you...
No, cause I was still able to see myself when I went webcam. On it when I used the webcam, I was able to see myself.
We'll be drunk by the time we get this figured out.
We might just have to dive into the topics with a blackout. I don't know. This is gonna be. we need someone to figure this out. All right. We know Brownie Boxer fan. Run it. Close all the other apps. That's what they're saying. But then how would I get you guys? You dig what I'm saying? Like I could send you guys. Well, I'll look into it. Yo, Trill, you there? You look frozen.
I'm here, bro.
Hold on.
I'm here.
Seriously, check your privacy settings. All right, let me see.
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
Yeah, let's make it sure, man. We might just have to dive into the topics with the blackout, and we'll figure.
I was just checking our joint, but I'm here. When I go to check the YouTube joint,
Yeah.
that's what happened.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know what to do. Yeah, we got Zoom on right now. Yeah,
Could be the Zoom admission.
yeah, we the settings in what in on YouTube or in Zoom. It's weird, man. All right, fellas, man. We apologize. We'll be able radio version. I'm down. It's all good. Kevin Kilgore was good. Yeah, I don't think Zoom's not the problem. It's the live stream on YouTube that's the problem.
All right, so yeah, let's just dive in.
We just gonna do our thing, man. This is gonna just be like the radio, unfortunately. I feel you, man. Rod Rivas said, "It's all good. It's not like you guys are girls that we have to see you."
That's my man. Thank you.
That is actually a compliment, man. We appreciate that. All right, man. The only thing that sucks about this, can't really show the articles though. All right, we're gonna dive into the topics, basically, man. This is gonna be like Boxing Bros Radio. Yo, XM, holla at us. iHeartRadio, holla at us. All right, so for starters, we know that some of you heard that Dillian White won his case. But if Dillian White won his case, don't you think he would have been all over IG, Instagram, Twitter, all the social media platforms hollering that he won his case? You heard what Mauricio Suleiman said, and we'll dive into it. But I'm going to read an article first. All right, so the article, let me pull it up. It's from Boxing 24 News, and the article was written on June 21st. And basically, it's Suleiman saying White must get his mandatory title shot versus Joshua Fury is speculation. And in the article, basically, Suleiman could force Fury's hand. With Suleiman subtly standing firm on a WBC champion needing to defend against White, it could result in Fury being made franchise champion. For that to happen, Fury and his promoter at Top Rank would need to decide if they want to go in that direction. It might not be worth making that move if the WBO forces Joshua to defend against their mandatory Alexander Usyk before facing Fury next year. If Joshua is stuck having to face Usyk in the first half of 2021, then Fury might as well face White because he'll just be sitting around waiting for Joshua. Suleiman says White must get his title shot. Fury still needs to defend the WBC title against Deontay Wilder later this year before he can face White in early next year. The winner will face White. If Wilder beats Fury in their trilogy match this year, it's unknown what his plans would be. Wilder could do several things. Vacate the WBC title and look to fight Fury in a fourth fight, which makes him a lot of money. Defend against White. Ask the WBC to make him franchise champion. Offer White a step-aside fee. Joshua has obligations to fulfill in defending his IBF title against mandatory Kubrat Pulev later this year. Suleiman can enforce his title shot. Joshua's promoter Eddie said he would still be interested in staging Joshua Fury fight even if one of them lose before they're supposed to meet in the next year. So I'll read that again. Joshua's promoter Eddie Hearn said he would still be interested in staging Joshua Fury fight even if one of them lose before they're supposed to meet next year. However, that would look strange if Joshua or Fury were to fight with one of them coming off a loss. And so, I'm trying to figure who. Oh, this is a quote from Mauricio Suleiman. For the WBC, there is mandatory title defense that the champion has to make. Suleiman said to the Boxing Insider Radio, the mandatory challenger is the interim champion, Dillian White. White has the right to enforce his title shot after the Wilder vs. Fury third fight. Fury vs. Joshua is just speculation. Joshua and Fury, have to both come out and said that they have a deal, which is very good. But there are many things that must take place before that could actually happen, said Suleiman. So I'll just stop there because there's a lot to dissect. I'll start this one off with Trill. What are your thoughts on the information that you just heard?
Poor Dillian. It looks like I don't listen. If he just wants the green belt, y'all just give the guy the green belt. Darn it, just give him the green belt. If that's all he wants, just give him the green belt because he's not gonna get no big fight. He's not gonna get no big fight. They're not welcoming him to the party. That's basically what it seems like. He's not gonna get a chance to come to the party. There's all these loopholes and everything. It gets to the point that he has to try another organization. That's what I believe.
All right, Ned.
Man, I blame Wilder for all of this, man. If he had just fought all his mandatory fights when he had to, none of this would be an issue right now. But he decided to ghost Dillian. He said he could ghost them as long as he wants, and now we're dealing with this issue right now.
WBC allowed him to do that.
Yeah. Hopefully, if what the article's saying, hopefully, if AJ does get tied up with fighting Usyk, Pulev Usyk and everything, and Fury we can't have the Fury AJ one match right away. Give my man White a shot, man. Just give him a shot.
All right, so I'm going to jump in and say this to everyone. Mauricio Suleiman is doing what you call damage control. He's saying all the right things. I don't think the lawsuit is concluded because I haven't seen any official document that would suggest that Dillian Whyte has won the lawsuit and that the lawsuit is over. I think Mauricio Suleiman is just putting out and saying the right things so that he can show up in court and be like, look, we said Dillian Whyte's going to get his shot. We said Dillian Whyte is next in line. But here's a few things to think about. Mauricio Suleiman has said this to Dillian Whyte for the longest time now. So if you believe in this now, I got a pony to sell you. Now, here's what I guarantee for everyone, because I read the comment section. What I will say is I love how much the UK rides for Dillian, right? I love how much people are riding for Dillian. But if I'm wrong, I'll come on. Hell, I may come on Boxing Bros and just slap myself if I'm wrong about this. But check this out. If Tyson Fury beats Deontay Wilder in the trilogy and Dillian Whyte wins his lawsuit, they are going to elevate Tyson Fury to franchise champion, and Tyson Fury is still going to fight Anthony Joshua.
I was going to say the same exact. I don't know if it's going to happen like that, but I was going to say Dillian is still not going to get his shot. Even after they fight, Dillian is still not going to get his shot. And you know what? I'll put a bet. I'll put a bet up that when I come to the UK, I'm buying everyone pints.
That's Trill's bet. That's not mine. This for record. I know y'all can't see us, but that's Trill's voice you're hearing. Not me. I'm not buying no pints.
But if he doesn't get the shot, I'm drunk the whole time I'm at the UK. I'm on my face the whole time.
Well, here's what I'm saying. I'm saying this. If they do say that Dillian Whyte wins the case and he's ordered to have an immediate shot after Wilder Fury 3, they're going to elevate Tyson Fury to franchise champion. He's still going to fight Anthony Joshua. Now, Dillian Whyte, he's going to be emailed the belt, but everyone, at least in America, is going to look at Tyson Fury like he's still that guy. Everyone's going to look at Tyson Fury like he's still the champ. And Tyson Fury will still be the lineal champ. He'll still be the lineal champ, and he'll still be the man who never lost a belt in the ring. He never lost any belts in the ring, so he'll still be the man who never lost the belts in the ring. So, BOP Boxing, I just made an episode on the WBC franchise title using AJ versus Fury and Dillian White as examples. Franchise champion, never undisputed. Oh, Complex is here. Complex. Yo, I should send Complex the link.
Yeah,
What?
so-
Yo, Complex. Complex, let us know if you can join us. So here's
He said he got VIP tickets, yo. He's backstage with Water right now, yo.
yo, so so here's my thing, right? Why would Dillian White want to do that? He said, yeah, give him a sec. Yo, just Complex, just let us know when you're available. I'll send you a link right now. Just come in. But he'll just be a paper champion, and he still had to wait for the big fight anyway. What do you really think of Lenio, though? We already touched on this. It ended with Lennox Lewis. But hey, somebody had to take it. This channel's been going for a little over a year. All right, man. We've done a lot of Dillian talk. We just wanted to address the Dillian because we keep seeing a lot, but I haven't seen any official word that he won his lawsuit. But Mauricio Sulaiman is saying the right things to help his case in court. All right, we're going to move on to another article we saw, which basically states that Joshua vs. Pulev might happen as a dinner show for affluent boxing fans. According to Bob Arum, the limited dinner show could generate up to $17 million. Let me pull this article up. And this is an article with World Boxing News. Phil J. of World Boxing News. It was put up today, I believe, 6/22/20. And basically what the article says is that Eddie Hearn told the World Boxing News about the possibility of doing it at the Royal Albert Hall with 1,000 people. Arum told Sky Sports, well spaced, also serving meals and drinks, getting a gate by making it a prestigious ticket have. The fact that only 1,000 could be able to attend with a silver service menu added into the boxing, there's a potential for a decent heap of cash to be banked. So basically what they're saying is they may turn Kubrat Pulev versus Anthony Joshua into a very expensive dinner party that may result in generating about 17 million. Trill, what's your thoughts on that?
I just want to see these guys in the ring. I want to see these guys well compensated, and if it takes some lobsters and steaks to get it done, let's do it.
Yo, someone said I was about to say another 2-hour session on Dillian. I feel like we broke down the Dillian as much as we could. If you're being objective and you listen to what we said, you know it's not that we don't like Dillian. It's just that we're being realistic about his chances of getting the fight. So I can't spend any more time about it. Like, it is what it is. I'm more intrigued with the 17 million. Ned, what's your thoughts on the fight taking place?
I think it's pretty dope, you know. With everybody getting reduced purses with the circumstances we're all dealing with right now, that's pretty creative for them to think of ways to sell this fight so people can enjoy it. And you know, I think let's see how it works. I'm ready. I'm down for it.
Yo, hold on, Jacob O'Brien. Dillian will slap you up, brev. Talking rubbish. Okay. Okay.
And I will slap his ass. I'll slap him back.
I'll slap Jacob O'Brien up. All right. Yeah. So, anyways, the way I feel about the situation is, it's a good idea to get some money in, and you make it an exclusive party, and people who have money always want to make it seem, and people always looking for ways to show I got money to blow. And that would be the ultimate way to show you have money to blow. To just, I dropped I dropped some serious bread on some tickets to see Joshua fight Pulev. But it's a very intelligent thing. But there's one thing I gotta be, and that's consistent. Bob Arum throws a lot of pie in the sky numbers to quote Don King. So I don't know how realistic that $17 million gate is, but I think it's possible. You get 1,000 people with money who don't got nothing better to do with it, and they'll blow some bread. So we'll see. All right, Buckingham City, FC UK, Zulu. What's going on, Paul Young? Daz Pez. Get back to the comments. They just want us to go in on the comments.
All right, they want us to go in on the comments. What's up? Talk to us then. Talk to us.
Hey, man. All right, you know what? Give us some. All right. So you're saying £100 tickets to 10 million? Okay. £100, 100K, 100,000 pounds.
Boxing G's not here right
now. We ain't even talking about Bob right now.
Bob did issue a warning to Dillian. If y'all ever want to get back, let's get Bob's warning to Dillian. How about that? That's what the people want. They want 2 hours of Dillian.
Lomar or Haney, if they fought each other next, who you got? Who you got, Katie?
If it happens right now, I'll tip the scales in Lomachenko's favor because of experience. But if it happens like 2 years later, Devin Haney's going to get him because Lomachenko's 32 years old already. And Luke Campbell gave him all he can handle. So I'm expecting that he'll have a tough fight with Haney regardless. But if he doesn't take Haney now, where I feel like Haney is still young and will probably make certain mistakes that he won't make 2 years from now, I'll pick Haney. So if the Vasily Lomachenko fight happens, let's say within the next year, I'll give him the slight edge. But if it doesn't, I'm going Devin all the way. All right, Trill?
I was looking in the comments section.
Oh, I thought you were going to answer that question. You asked me to answer it.
On the Lomar Haney?
Yeah.
I'm with you. I totally agree with everything you say. Right now, it's really close because, Devin Haney also got some experience and he also got the height and he also got the length. But experience is something different. And, Lomar's been there under the big lights and he had been in there against in big arenas where they have celebrated him. So I would have to, it would be a 49-51 towards Loma right now. So I agree with you, bro.
All right, so I just saw a comment. AJ Fury should be at Wembley, not Saudi Arabia or China. But my understanding is Fury doesn't have a license in the UK. And they were talking about banning him for 8 years when the farmer, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he came out and said he lied about the statements saying that he supplied wild boar meat to Tyson Fury. And so it seems like Tyson Fury getting a license in the UK might be a difficult thing, but who knows? Money talks, but we'll see.
What's like the reason for wild boar meat? Is that like illegal? Is it banned?
I heard Fury fought in the UK. Where did he fight, Cash?
When was the last time Fury fought in the UK? Derek Chisora just posted something where I believe it was Boris, the Prime Minister, said that the pubs and the restaurants were open. So that's a good start for the UK. Oh, Complex, you ready? You ready to come on, Complex? I'm about to send you the invitation. Everybody, Complex should be coming on shortly.
In North Ireland? He fought in North Ireland?
Yeah, but remember his he was suspended in 2015. Then he came back. Where did he fight Francesco Pina? I could look that up in a second after I send. I don't know why we sitting here arguing. I'll look this up. Just let me get my man the invitation. I think it's sent. Let me take a look at oh man, this joint still there?
My man said, "Lord help us, complex time." I see you, Dre.
Complex coming through.
We gonna find out what he thinks about all that twerking.
Tell Complex to get his man Wilder.
We gonna find out. We gonna find out what he thinks about all that twerk.
All right, so Fury beats White. Too ring savvy for White. Too fast, too big, too clever. But the fight won't happen anyway. That's what Andy Doolin says. You agree with that, Trill?
Yeah, I see that. I see that. I can see that happen.
Yeah, I can see Fury outclassing White. I just feel like White is endurance. Like he can't go to. I don't think he can go the distance with Fury at all. He'll probably be done probably.
Man, he's doing all this. He wants a payday. The boy wants a payday, and he wants a green belt. That's all he wants.
Yeah.
Well, I think that fight is an interesting fight because Fury's been dropped by a number of by a few fighters, but he's shown the will to get up. Yeah, I sent the link to this dude Complex. But Dillian White's been dropped too. He was dropped by Rivas, and Fury's shown that he has some pop. Now, if you're talking about a flat out skill for skill, I think Fury's gonna win. But if you're talking about Dillian White catching him to the body and catching him with one of those left hooks, I mean, it could be. Oh snap! I might have sent the wrong link to someone. Hey, I sent this link to someone. I don't know who I sent it to. What is going on? I sent the link.
My man LK, what's the word?
Oh, LK's on here. Shout out to LK, man.
That's my man. Yo, LK, we couldn't get the screen to work, so we gonna black it out and just do the audio on this one.
Oh, he said he just accepted. I didn't recognize that name. The person who accepted it was Complex. I blocked him though. I already knew he was coming in talking garbage. All right, let me send it back to him. AJ decapitated White. He did. That was a close fight though. You see the fireman said boxing bros need to get their ish together. Hey man, you perfect. We got our issues. You know what I'm saying?
Who said that?
Fireman.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, that's right. They said.
Oh man, fireman, don't do us like that, man.
White had a bad shoulder at the time of what? The AJ fight? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it from anyone. He was in the ring.
He was out in the ring.
His shoulder. This dude, what kind of? Oh my god. This dude is turning into.
Who?
Complex, man, is being a diva right now on the entry into Boxing Bros, man. I don't think he really want to come on.
It's all right, man. Yo, Complex, we'll catch you on the next one, baby.
No, I'm sending him right now. He sent me another email. I blame, Complex.
You know me, I keep it moving.
Complex don't want to discuss why his man's in these streets twerking.
Yeah. Tell him why your man out here twerking. You know what he's gonna say? He says it's a new workout regimen to cut weight.
Miller and Ruiz will get a shot at the title before Dillian. He's not bringing money to the table. The other two fights, UK versus USA, bigger press on fights.
All right, so here's I'm gonna keep it like 100% raw with everyone right now, particularly the UK fans that ride with Dillian. This is like some real stuff for me. I really do like Dillian, but here's what I want to know from you guys. Would you rather Dillian White get a shot before Fury and Joshua, or would you rather see all the titles be aligned? Like, would you rather see, me personally, I would rather see Undisputed Champion, the lineal status, the Ring Magazine belt, all those things align in one man before Dillian White gets his shot. And then by the time Dillian White gets his shot, if he wins, he's that dude. But let's just say it plays out where Tyson Fury is elevated to franchise, and then he still fights Joshua, and then Dillian White receives the WBC belt through email. We still are going to have questions about who's the number one guy. It's never going to be settled. Well, we can finally end the mystery that took place for about 10 years because Vladimir Klitschko never fought Vitaly Klitschko. We never had Undisputed during that time, and we never had Undisputed in the lineal line. So we can finally see that in one man with Fury versus Joshua. And we finally have two men that have the courage to do it.
I'm with Chris. I'm with Chris. It's complicated. It really is, Chris. It is complicated. You know why? Because on one hand, you're like, damn, you want White to get his shot. You know? If this was a fair world, right? If this was a fair world, you want to see...
A fair is a place where you judge pigs, but go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. But, everybody if this was a fair world, yes, Dillian White should get his shot, right? But this is about money, and this is about Undisputed. This is what everybody has been talking about for years. Years. Undisputed, having an undisputed champion. The belts was everywhere. The belt, one person had a belt, another person had a belt, then they swapped belts. The belts was everywhere. Everybody has a chance to have one face, one name, and make a ton of load of money. I agree with y'all. I've been saying poor Dillian from the beginning. I have been it for Dillian. But some things are just bigger. Some things are just bigger. Some things are just bigger. You know?
Hey,
and this is something that is just bigger than Dillian White getting his shot.
We ain't giving y'all 2 hours of Dillian. Y'all trying to sneak 2 hours of Dillian. Y'all trying to sneak 2 hours of Dillian in here. I like me as much Dillian as the next man, but we got Complex in the building, everybody. So, Complex, please feast your eyes on the comment section and respond to people. And anybody who has anything to say to Complex, he is in the building.
Start this off with the question. Complex.
What up?
What's up, family? Did you see your man twerking?
Yeah, he on the twerk team now.
I saw somebody say twerk squad earlier. That was look, man, if you just got paid $46 million last year, you're gonna be twerking and dancing and doing all types of shimmy and stuff.
Man.
You know what I mean? So
I might be throwing dollars at a lady twerking, but I'm not gonna be twerking.
Hey.
Hold on a second. Hold on. He was dancing. He was around friends and family, right? And it was on his girl's Instagram, right? So he might have been, you know what I'm saying, dancing for his girl or something. You know what I mean? It wasn't. He wasn't like trying to promote it on his Instagram and whatnot. So it's one of those.
You said he wasn't trying to. You trying to say he wasn't trying to Malik Scott the situation? The Wilder's OnlyFans coming soon. Ayo, so complex.
No,
Someone asked the question. Did you see the Wilder audits?
did I see the Wilder audits? I did not see all of them. And look, I heard the case, and I know we were talking about doing a response. This is my thing. This is my thing with Wilder. Wilder started the boxing at age 20, right? Age 20, when most people start way before that. So he was already behind everybody else. Yet somehow he made it to the Olympics through a short amateur career. Then through the first 20-something fights, people were like, oh, his competition, whatever. But once he became champion, right? Once he became champion, he fought all ranked contenders. No matter what you want to say, if the guys weren't good or not, when you think about this heavyweight era as it is, it's pretty weak, honestly, overall. However, they were all ranked contenders, and Wilder beat them all. He didn't duck any mandatories. Wilder didn't duck any fades. In fact, he ran to the fade. He tried to fight Joshua on numerous occasions. We can go back and forth on this.
How am I gonna rehash this, man? Oh my God.
Wilder's the only guy who went to the UK, right? He was there at the fight. He wanted to get in the ring and challenge him. Wilder accepted in 2018 they were going to fight. Wilder accepted the fight for $15 million.
Oh,
however, they added in all these stipulations. So look, we've gone through this in circles and circles and circles. You know, Wilder.
Yo, KTH for life. I feel you. Oh my Lord. Your man rejected $120 million, bro. There's no coming back from that.
Hold on a second. $120 million from the zone that's now struggling to stay afloat. The zone that might not even be around next year.
Why does that? That's nothing to do with your man rejecting $120 million.
It's a partnership. Hold on a second.
The Cape Crusader.
It's a partnership. I'm coming with facts. It's a partnership. It's a partnership, right? So if he's deciding I'm gonna move my career to the zone for 4 fights, 3-4 fights, right? That all takes into account. But however, he decided I want to stay with Fox and Showtime, and he still made a lot of money. There was no guarantee, first off, in the 4-fight deal that Joshua was included. Joshua wasn't even part of that deal. It was saying, oh, we'll pay you $40 million for Joshua. But however, notice, after he fought Dominic Breazeale, Joshua lost to Ruiz. So Joshua then had to fight Ruiz again. So when would he have fought Joshua? He wouldn't have had the chance to fight Joshua anyways. By the time, and then Joshua has all these mandatories, they would be in the same position. Nothing would have happened. So he would have been tied on DAZN, an app that is cool. I like it as a boxing fan, but let's be real, it's not a lot of people on the app. But he decided that he wanted to stick with Showtime, Fox, and pay-per-view. That's his decision, and he still made a lot of money from it. And he can still make a lot of money.
Andy Dolan, he is dead serious right now.
Yo, this is perfect. For all y'all who think that we make him say this stuff, now you see for yourself.
Stop me where I'm wrong. Stop me where I'm wrong.
Hey, man, we would have stopped you before you started.
But we like free speech.
You in America, man, so you get free speech. It doesn't mean we have to agree with it.
I don't know what they do in the UK, but I'm an American. Anyways.
Yo, man,
so y'all talking about Lillian? Y'all talking about Lillian White?
Yo, what you gotta say about Dillian, man?
Man, this is my thing about Dillian. Look, God bless Dillian, all right? But I love, True says poor Dillian. Dillian made his own bed. Y'all realize Dillian turned down how many world title fights? Dillian turned them down. But I don't understand how Dillian, Sky Sports, as a big organization, be pushing this whole narrative. It's 1,000 days that I've been ranked, I never got a shot. Bro, that's not how it works. It's fugazi. You know your line.
All right. Since you attacked me, I'm going to tell you why it's poor Dillian.
No, I'm not attacking.
No.
I'm not attacking.
No, you hurt my feelings, Complex, and I'm just gonna say.
Hey, I got no disrespect to the smaller weight fighters. I didn't even get into that yet.
Nah, I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you, my boxing cousin. Listen, I was just saying this poor.
Yo,
Dillian,
we might get G.
because Dillian's been trying to do anything possible, not the other belts. I agree with you. He's turned down fights to fight for the other belts, but he has one special twinkle in his eye, and that's for the green belt. He wants the green belt, and he has did everything possible so that he could get a chance to fight for that green belt.
No,
and they haven't given it to him.
He is not.
So it's poor Dilly.
He is not, because he could have fought Luis Ortiz on multiple occasions, but he refused.
Yo, bro, here's the bottom line. It's poor Dillian because Wilder never had the kahunas to fight him. But once Tyson Fury, hey man, I let you rock. But once Tyson Fury splitted Deontay Wilder, and when I mean splitted him, he really splitted him. Got the man twerking in the streets. But after Tyson Fury split Deontay Wilder, it was he immediately agreed to fight Anthony Joshua, which is why I'm saying to people who are like, oh, poor Dillian. It was poor Dillian when the WBC was babysitting Deontay Wilder from Dillian White. But now you got Tyson Fury, who's trying to finally align the titles, align the lineal status, align the Ring Magazine belt. And so for that reason, I don't think it's poor Dillian. I think it's great for boxing. Boxing needs this. We need the one guy. And if that means... I'm sorry, go.
Aiming for that fight for years, and it was never a guy finally or whatever.
All right, look. So
with Dillian, this is the thing. Dillian wants the WBC belt, right? So Dillian, you're ranked in the WBC. The process is you fight a final eliminator, and then you get your shot. That worked for everybody else. You decided you want to turn down Luis Ortiz. He's an old man who doesn't speak English. Yet you're gonna fight another old man in Alexander Povetkin who doesn't speak English. Another old man in Marius.
Hey, I just want to let everybody know.
So you know what I mean? If you want all the smoke with Wilder. Wilder has said on numerous occasions, I don't turn down mandatories. Everybody deserves a shot.
Okay, so bro. I'm not here to rehash Wilder and all that. No, I don't. Yo, bro, here's what I know. Here's what everyone in the comment section know. You didn't watch the audits. Because if you watched the audits, you wouldn't be sitting here running your mouth like that. That's what everybody knows. But I'm not here to rehash something that I already buried. Now,
that's a red herring. You're pivoting because you know Dillian had a shot at the WBC and he didn't. He turned it down. He could.
Yo, bro, all that's cute. Since we got G in the building, G, let the people know that you're here, G.
Steve Fisher, I see you, Steve Fisher. Steve Fisher said Complex reading the LDBC script.
I don't know what I just logged into, man.
Yo, you just logged into the live stream, bro. If you pull it up, you can see the comments.
Somebody said Povetkin's won titles. What titles did Povetkin win? Matt Allen said. Matt Allen said.
Watch your mouth.
No, he didn't.
I'm not understanding what we're talking about.
Yo,
What's up, G? Let the people know you here. They got nothing but love. It's nothing but love here in the live chat.
I feel Yo, what's going on, people?
Yeah, man. So we got the live chat, G, but unfortunately, man, we don't got the camera's not working. So we like straight radio right now. It's a black screen, but they can hear us having a conversation. So people been hearing Complex, the number one Wilder defender.
Y'all using OBS?
Yeah, I'm using OBS.
Oh, it's not working? Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later. I mean, I know you was busy, so we'll figure it out, bro.
My man KTH for life said throw in the towel, Trill. So I got to throw in the towel to save my man Complex.
Yo.
Hold on, Gustavo Carranza-Lauren. So Povetkin is more accomplished than Ortiz. So why don't you just take that easy work so you get your mandatory shot? This is the thing about Wilder haters. You guys are funny. There's always other thing you want to bring up. But if Ortiz was that easy work, Ortiz is an old man, take that easy money. Go ahead. But no, he didn't want to fight him because he knew he was going to get washed. You saw what he did against Marius Rock? Ortiz would have washed that man.
Yo, you take the worst version of Dillian White and say that you see that. You take the depressed Dillian.
It's the most recent version. So what do you want me to do? What was the most recent version?
Hey, yo, I don't even want to stay on that because it's irrelevant, right? Here's what I do know that's a fact. The entire time Wilder had the belts, he never fought one unification fight. Fact. Whatever you say is, I don't care. That's a fact. What we know now is Tyson Fury got the WBC, and he's already have agreements to fight Anthony Joshua. So I'd rather see him fight Anthony Joshua. I'd rather have an undisputed champion. I'd rather have the lineal status and the undisputed champion in line. I'd rather have the undisputed champion with the Ring Magazine belt, and then let Dillian Whyte fight the winner of that. Dillian Whyte trying to step in now and interrupt that. It's like, Dillian, I'm with you. When Wilder was able to escape, when Wilder was able to get away with not fighting you, it was poor Dillian. But now,
You hate Wilder.
yo, bro, I don't hate Wilder.
Nothing's changed. Hold on a second. So first off, with Dillian, you know what's funny? He actually has a case right now, and we've seen this happen in the past where fighters have sued belt organizations and won. If you don't get your shot, if you're a mandatory and you don't get your shot, you have the right to sue them in legal court, and you can win. And they even, I forgot which one, was like in the 2000s. He almost bankrupted one of the organizations because he didn't get a shot. Look, the reason why boxing is a sport is because there's a hierarchy, right? You're supposed to do certain things to become champion. You can't just give the belt to anybody. So if you're a mandatory, you deserve that shot. Dillian, this is why I said from the beginning there was not going to be any undisputed fight as long as all these mandatories are in place. Dillian has a legal obligation to get his fight by February 2021. So after, and Fury has an obligation to give Wilder a rematch. So with all those and things, those fights have to happen unless Fury drops the belt, or like you guys said, it's a franchise belt, but then it's not really undisputed because you can't win or lose a franchise belt.
It won't matter though. It's about money. It's about the money. There's too much money on the line. They already negotiated the money. They'll drop the belt. They'll franchise them, drop the belt. The winner of that, if they want undisputed title per se, they'll fight Dillian after. But who really cares about the title? This is why people don't care about the belts like that anymore. Like,
I agree. They should drop the belts, if anything, because if I was them, just drop the belts and have the fight. Because like undisputed is going to happen for literally 1 second. After that, you're going to get the belt stripped.
Exactly.
You can't hold on to those
Exactly.
belts. There's all these mandatories. So it's really
The
just
lineal will stay.
yeah, but that's the point.
Stay.
The lineal will stay, and we will all know who the man is. Once there's an undisputed champion, we will all know, like, that guy's the man. And one thing that the Dillian Whyte supporters who are going all crazy don't mention is that he had his shot against Joshua. If he would have beat Joshua, because I believe 2 fights after Joshua beat him, Joshua fought Charles Martin for the title. If Dillian Whyte would have won that fight, he would have been the main guy fighting for the titles. But he lost. So, like, you got to remember, man, what you do in the ring matters. It's just like Deontay Wilder. He lost to Tyson Fury. Otherwise, he would have been the one negotiating with Anthony Joshua, trying to get the fight for undisputed. What you do in the ring matters. People are like, you know, but I don't want to spend too much time on Dillian, and I don't want to spend too much time talking about Wilder with Complex, because, you know,
Complex want to talk about the little guys with Trill.
Which little guy we
by
talking?
way to lower.
What'd you say?
I was saying, which little guy we talking about now?
Someone said this. Someone say Complex Alfonso from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Carlton.
Yeah, yo, listen. Carlton was the realest character in Fresh Prince, man.
I know, right?
Hands down. They got Fresh Prince on HBO Max. I've been watching those episodes lately. All right, so fellas, man, while we're here, we got everyone here. Y'all been waiting to get at us. Get in the comments. Tell us something you've been waiting to get at us at. Cite the person specifically. If it's G, get at G. If it's Complex, get at Complex. If it's Caden, get at Caden. If it's Ned, get at Ned. But we're gonna help him. We're not gonna let y'all. We're not gonna let y'all get at Ned for Dolo. We're not gonna let that happen.
If it's Trill Dollar Bill, save it.
Yeah, but man, his mandatories were trash. Ruiz ranked 23. Poor Ned.
Complex, do you watch boxing or do you just watch Wilder? Hey, yo,
Well,
Yeah,
when I'm
shout out to my man Gordon. Shout out to Gordon. I see you, Gordon. He just wants to support the channel. He keeps telling us to put a GoFundMe page or a link in our description. I see you, man.
Let's go.
Gordon, I see you supporting all the time, and even on social media. So I want to give you a shout out. Much respect.
Yo, LK, I see you keep saying the super chat. Like, what's the super chat?
that's when they can drop tips to you guys. I don't know if you have to be at a certain channel level, but like they can drop.
We have the capabilities to do the super chat. You know what I mean? So we can do that. We just gotta talk about it.
Okay. But back to the question directed at me. I was gonna say something rude, but I won't do that. Actually, I do watch boxing. I've been a fan. I grew up as an MMA fan actually, and I watch all things. I watch kickboxing, boxing, and MMA. And I probably got into boxing heavy around 2009 or 2010, something like that. So I do watch boxing. All right. I watched Wilder dominate the heavyweight division for 5 years. That's what I also saw.
Oh God.
Yo, man, I like to say, man, Complex, yo, thank you for being on, man. I had a stressful day, man, so I needed this.
Yo, you know, y'all letting G off the hook, man. G's man was out here in these streets twerking too. And y'all didn't bring none of that. Y'all didn't bring none of that smoke to G.
Hey, all squad. Relax. Hey, man. Hey, listen.
He say, hey, he's out here getting them dollars, man. This everybody can't get no money right now. He try to get a little bit of dollars. G, tell him.
Man, first Malik on OnlyFans. Now Wilder stripping. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
And they all boys, aren't they?
Hey, man.
Birds of a feather flock together.
Hey, man, listen. Long he deliver in the ring, I'm cool. So it's nothing to me.
That's it. Wilder's gonna be twerking over Fury's body when he drop him in the third.
Oh my God, man. You know, you ever see you remember the Boondocks? Like, we was sitting here acting like we like each other. Then you gotta say something.
Hold on. But there's some love from Gustavo for Complex. He said, Complex, I love you, bro. But you speak nonsense when you speak about Wilder or anything. Are you supporting Wilder's OnlyFans?
Yeah, what kind of love is that? I know.
And Abiola, man. Yo, watch your mouths, man. I ain't built like that. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy. You know what I mean? This is violent.
Boxing Bros, is Wilder the best heavyweight in the U.S.? Miller, Hunter, any of them better in your opinion?
All of them. All of them are better.
I don't believe Hunter's better than Wilder. That's crazy.
Skill for skill? Yo, I'm not so sorry. Hold up. Hunter gave Povetkin all he can handle, and it was a draw.
Bro, we talking about Povetkin that probably wasn't on the juice.
Okay, so then let Wilder fight him. I
think Wilder will beat Povetkin.
I know you do. How many people thinks that Wilder would beat Povetkin? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know.
Oh, come on, people, be honest, man. Stop playing.
Yo, if you think, people, please let me know who you think will win, Wilder or Povetkin.
Yo, better not lie.
Hey, listen,
better not lie.
Hey, they say if G went pro, he would be better. That's how bad Wilder is.
Yeah, you're right. Nah, I'm playing. Nah. But hold on. Somebody really put Povetkin? Come on, people.
It looks like Povetkin's winning by a landslide, bro.
Good thing these people aren't boxing judges. Because first off, what a lot of these fans don't even realize is Wilder was going to fight Povetkin. He was on his way, and then Wilder Povetkin
Oh,
popped
yeah,
for the juice.
Povetkin popped. But when...
Twice.
Oh, God.
Twice. What do you want me to say? This is why I don't get the Wilder hate. Wilder was on his way to fight. He won the mandatory. Wilder was on his way to fight him, and then he popped for juice. So what is Wilder supposed to do? WBC canceled the fight. Then what's more is that Povetkin would have gotten a second chance.
Yo, I like that. Hold on.
He got popped for the juice again.
Hold on, my
How
man.
many times is this guy gonna pop for the juice?
Shout out to my man. What is it? It's FI5H. All right. Who wins? Derek Chisora or Deontay Wilder? Keep it real.
Drunk.
Keep it real right now. G, who wins?
Wilder? You serious, bro? Like, come on.
All right, Complex, who wins? Wilder or Derek Chisora?
Dog, Chisora is a chinny journeyman. Only in the UK can a guy with that many losses be a fan. Dog, what are we talking about?
Like wartime.
Only in the UK is he a marquee selling guy?
Ned.
I love Chisora.
Ned.
Bro, I followed Chisora when he fought Vitaly Klitschko. I saw that fight. I saw when he fought David Haye. I love Chisora. He's a fun fighter, but let's be real. He's not a world class fighter. He's not been like close to winning. Like the title fight that he got, I think is the last one he got. He's lost to random dudes since then. Not even on the world level. What are we talking about?
Ned, Chisora or Deontay Wilder?
I'm going Wilder, man.
I word. My man.
Ned, respect.
Yeah, I'm proud of you because I knew your hate was like, I want to say Chisora. Man, where you do rag more often, bro? You know what I mean? Better with the do rag.
All right, Trill, Chisora or Wilder?
I definitely have to go with my man Wilder on this one.
My man Trill. See, this is a good day after all.
It is. It's a good day because I would be the only one who's right. Derek Chisora would win. Derek Chisora would win. He'd win. He fought better competition than Deontay Wilder. Look at Derek Chisora. Okay, I'll give you that, right? But Derek Chisora was in it with David Haye when Wilder was getting slapped around by David Haye in sparring. He wasn't even ready. He wasn't even ready to fight Vitaly Klitschko. And then, hold on, I'm not done. Derek Chisora also fought Vitaly Klitschko when he was Vitaly Klitschko and he was dangerous. Derek Chisora was beating Dillian White.
Go ahead.
Derek Chisora was beating Dillian White at the time he got knocked out. Deontay Wilder wouldn't even step in the ring with Dillian White. So once again, you can sit there and say that, but I've seen Derek Chisora put up better performances against better fighters than Deontay Wilder.
And I agree with everything you said. That's why I made the decision that I made. Because he's been in with all these guys, and he took some punishment. And the guy who hasn't been in there with these top-notch guys is the fresher guy. So this is like pickings for Deontay Wilder.
Well, Deontay Wilder took some punishment in his last fight. So
yeah, but the damage that Chisora. Look, that's why they put in Yusuf in here. Yusuf's gonna dance around him. Okay. But yeah, Chisora. I hope he gets a nice check for this because he gets to ride off in the sunset because he took enough beatings and he deserves it.
Yo, thank you. At least Matt Allen's correct. Chisora takes too many punches. That's why I go, what? It'll go wrong for him. Exactly.
Yo, here's what I'm saying. Derek Chisora is going to get on the inside of Deontay Wilder and beat that boy. He has no answers for inside fighting. Chisora's not going to run away like the guys who he's used to beating. I'm just telling you, man, I just see it's a stylistic matchup for Deontay. A stylistic nightmare for Deontay. And I would love to see the fight. I would love to bet all of you when that fight happens, too.
That fight's never going to happen.
You never know. That fight could happen. That fight could happen. Yo, listen, I don't just say that fight confidently. Look at my history. I say every fight confidently. So thank you very much.
I got 5 on it.
5 of what? 5 of what?
I got $5 on it. You know I'm not betting them. My money ain't on these guys.
Yeah, so I just saw something that said, I can't see nothing. Fellas, sorry, man. We having technical difficulties. Someone said Trill ain't never seen Chisora bleeding from his ears, so they're about even with career damage.
Yeah, but I seen him laying on his face.
Ed is back.
He been on his head, shoulders.
Yo, dog, Chisora's just my dude, man. I like Chisora. All right, man. Any more questions, everyone? I'm gonna have to get off. We're gonna have to get off soon, man. But we appreciate you taking the time to rock with us. This is a good test run, man. the fact that we have so many people rocking with us when we have no visual right now is so crazy and dope.
Somebody said, hold on. Oh, where it go? Damn, my thing just disappeared. But the Areola comment, I just can't. Yo, wow, man, I can't find that comment anymore. But somebody was saying pretty much, man, Chisora's on like Areola's level. I agree.
Yeah, I saw that.
I love Chisora, but he isn't that much better than Areola. Exactly. Chisora is it's the UK's Areola. That's all it is, you know.
Shout out to Gustavo, man. Appreciate the comment.
I see you, Gustavo. Much love, man. I appreciate you.
Oh man, that's a tough one. Elder Alvarez versus Joe Smith Jr. Oh, that's a tough one. I don't know. I have to think about that.
Yeah.
This is a good one. Boxing Bros, what do you expect Wilder's mentality to be? Think the loss will get to him in a bad way? All right, let's start this off with some fanboys first. Complex. Did you hear the question, bro? Did you hear the question?
I heard y'all.
I was messing with you, man.
No, so his mentality, honestly, I think his mentality is it's hard to say because you don't know when a guy loses the first time. And honestly, I do think Fury has the edge on Wilder in terms of mentally. You could tell Wilder's nervous in those big fights. These are the two biggest fights against Fury. You could tell Wilder was a bit off. So I think what actually Wilder needs is a sports psychologist because I think he needs to talk to an older champion who's lost and come back at least to get some guidance so he could be like, look, this is what you do when you take a loss. I think Wilder has the capabilities to be a champion. He's been a champion before. He has the capabilities to win. But it's going to take some work mentally first. Before he can get to the physical aspects, he's got to be strong mentally. So I think he needs to talk to a Lennox Lewis, talk to a George Foreman, guys who've had embarrassing losses, but come back to win again and become champions. If he talks to those kind of guys, he can get his mind right. Or talk to a sports psychologist who can get him ready for that big moment so he can perform. Because performance anxiety is a real thing.
All right, Trill, what's your thoughts, man? How will Wilder handle the loss, and do you think it will be bad for him mentally?
Obviously, he's handling the I don't know. You know, 'cause this could be, I don't know. After seeing him twerking, I don't know. You know what I mean? This could be a good or a bad thing. Obviously, he's not thinking about it if he's over here pop locking, dropping it. You know what I'm saying? so obviously, there's nothing to him. You know, he's sitting over there twerking. Hopefully, and I'm saying hope, Wilder is using this time wisely. He doesn't look like he's out of shape. He looks like he's okay. You know, he looks like he's okay. His spirits is up. So I don't think that this is messing with him. You know, or maybe it is. That's why he's twerking. I don't know, but I hope that he's focused, and I hope he's taking his time because I don't want to see him. I hope he's getting his body and his mind right. Because I don't want him to get seriously hurt. I know we joke about it all the time. We joke about Wilder and all that. But I don't want to see the young man get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Even though he was the one talking about he wanted to catch a body. I don't want that to happen to him. You know? I want to see him come back and be healthy and put up a good fight. If he loses, he loses. He lives to fight another day.
I got you. And for Jam Down 187, yeah, we're doing our best. So when we start recording around the table, we're gonna try to get better sound for sure. Remember, man, it was just an experiment for us, and we're grateful to just be where we're at right now. So whatever we can do, remember like right now this is really a test for us trying to figure out how to live stream right now, but everyone just hopped on with us, so we figure, hey, we're gonna rock with y'all. All right, G, your thoughts on the question?
Kind of like what Complex is saying, I can't call it because this is his first loss, you know. But when I seen the video of him, you know, twerking, he seemed comfortable, you know, like, I don't know. But that's one thing to be amongst your peoples at a barbecue having fun. It's another thing walking down, you know, that aisle, going into that ring and then getting flashbacks of getting humiliated, getting beat up, like that might just set in right before like the bell rings. Who knows? I'm not too sure. I'm hoping, he's taking this time off real seriously, and I don't know, man. With Wilder, he's a different type of guy, man. It's like I can't call it. I hope he's doing the right thing. I hope he gets, a psychologist or whatever type of person that could assist him in strengthening his mental state. But I don't know, man. Sometimes I think Wilder's worst enemy is himself. So he seems like he's stubborn. I'm hoping the defeat from Fury has humbled him a bit, where now he goes, all right, you know what? Maybe I do need to take this boxing thing a little bit more seriously. Maybe I should reach out to more professionals in the field to assist me in becoming a world-class champion. If he does that, then, hey, it may affect him, but I'm hoping he can still pull off the victory. But if he's the same old Wilder, then we're going to see the same old outcome as, the first, the rematch.
All right, Ned, the cameraman.
Kind of agree with G. I think when that loss took a lot of pressure off of him now, and he realized, I think he should realize to take his career a little bit more serious. But I don't know, like he's been quiet lately, except for like his spoken word video and him twerking. He's doing those type of acts, where you see him, but he's not really speaking to the media, or you're not really hearing any like words to like. He's not doing any interviews, but hopefully he's doing what he needs to do. But I don't know if he could come back and really improve off of this loss. Like, this loss wasn't, it wasn't much Wilder could take from,
Poor Deontay.
It wasn't much, it wasn't much he could take from to like how can I improve? Like, unless he's really gonna like really go in there, train hard, and focus on using other punches and developing the left hand, some hooks and uppercuts, and good footwork, and stop skipping leg day because 40 pounds. That's it. I don't know if he could come back, but I think this is probably the last piece of Wilder.
All right, man. This is all I gotta say about it. I like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. Keep dancing, Wilder, because you're gonna get knocked out again. All right. All right. Last question, man, because I gotta run. From Rachel, and it's which potential fight. Oh, we got a lot of questions coming in. It just came off my screen.
I see it. Which potential fight would you have to go and see live? Joshua versus Wilder, Joshua versus Fury, Spence versus Crawford, Lomachenko versus Haney, Lomachenko versus Tank.
All right, yeah. So again, that's Joshua versus Wilder, Joshua versus Fury, Spence versus Crawford, Lomachenko versus Haney, Lomachenko versus Tank. I know where Trill may go. Let's see if Trill will shock us. Complex, which fight would you rather see live?
This may come as a surprise, but actually, I really, really want to see Spence versus Crawford. I know they're not heavyweights; they're the little guys. So shout out to Trill.
I don't consider 147 the little guys, just for the record. The little guys are anything under 130. They're not the little guys. No, they're not. Little guys are anything under 130.
Hey, your man Chisora was dissing 140 guys.
Yes.
Calling them little guys. So the 7 pounds is a difference?
7 pounds is a difference, bro.
7 pounds is a difference, yes.
It's a big difference.
So what are they, the medium guys?
I guess.
Everyone knows that welterweight. Listen. In the history of boxing, the glamour division usually always starts with the welterweights and goes up.
Exactly, and the welterweights are the little guys.
Nah, they're the beginning of where people really get knocked out.
I said the middle. That's why they call the middleweights the middleweights, because they start in the middle. 160 is the middle up.
I'm not arguing with you, man. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Bro, which fight would you ever see live, Trill?
All of
Oh God, that's classic
That's a
Trill.
good answer right there.
That's classic Trill. Which one would you rather see most? You gotta pick one, Trill. They're not all happening. They're not. They're not all on the same card. They're not all on the same card, Trill.
Wouldn't that be dope? I'm gonna go with You know what? It's between. I'll go with Joshua versus Wild because I just want to for the big guys so we can get that done with. That's all I've been hearing. All I've been hearing for the longest is Joshua and Wilder, Joshua and Wilder, Joshua and Wilder. Even if the fight with Wilder in Fury happens and Fury wins, I still would like to see Joshua and Wilder. Just so we can, stop all the nonsense that went down. Trust me, there was so much drama that went down. I would want to see these guys get it on. And Crawford and Spence would be next, but it hasn't built to the type of hatred and type of passion that Joshua and Wilder has created. So I have to say that. That was a good question, by the way, Rachel.
G.
First and foremost, salute to Rachel. She always got my back in the comment sections. But yeah, obviously I'm going with Deontay Wilder versus Joshua for obvious reasons. Me and Kaden been going to war over these two guys, so I need closure. The suspense.
You don't want that fight to happen.
Yeah, I do.
You don't want that fight to happen.
I like them both, right? So even if Wilder gets murdered in that ring, right, I can at least be like, hey, I got to see the fight that I've been waiting for 2-3 years now. So it's all good for me, man. I win regardless, but obviously I'm rooting for the American, Team USA all the way. So I'm hoping, Wilder knocks out AJ. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I will say this, and let me just be 100, right? Based upon Wilder's skill sets, based upon Wilder's IQ, it's an amazing thing that we're actually mentioning a guy like Deontay Wilder amongst the top of the division. So regardless whether he wins, lose, draws, whatever, he's still a winner. So I don't know, man. His story alone should be a movie. Even if at the end of his movie he dies from a punch or something from AJ, who cares? You can still go, yeah, you know what? Respect to Deontay Wilder because a guy like that shouldn't have made it this far. So, I know people could blame his handlers, babysitting his career, him possibly ducking Dillian White. Some people can make an argument he was ducking Anthony Joshua. But I feel like if those two get in that ring and they hash it out, whatever, much respect for both men.
That's real, G, but how about this? People want to know, what are your thoughts on Deontay Wilder coming out to back that ass up for his next fight?
Hey, man.
Hey, don't disrespect back that. That's a Negro spiritual. When that shit comes on, everybody runs to the dance floor.
Yeah, I play back
That's
that ass
the
up
number
my
one
way.
wedding song in America.
Yeah, my way.
Shout out to Jerome Benjamin. He said Trill said anything on Amazon Fire Stick. That's hilarious.
Hey, Ned, man, which fight would you rather see live?
First, I don't like this new G, man. G used to be like complex when it came to Wild.
Oh yeah, 100. Yo, Ned,
man,
preach, Ned,
yo,
preach,
them
Ned.
edits,
Preach, Ned,
changed his
preach,
mind.
Ned.
And it's complex. He took off the moment for Wilder. All of a sudden, he's on ground zero. He doesn't talk highly of the man no more, and he understands this man's a bum. But yo,
Wow.
G social distancing.
Watch your mouth,
G social distancing from Wilder. That's what's happening.
Listen. I'm still Team Bomb Squad. It's just I'm just not.
He's kind of Team Bomb Squad.
like my man KTH for life said, the artist saved G, but nothing can save Complex.
Back to us, I would love to see Wilder versus AJ. Give closure to all this beef, all this trash talking we've been having for the past 2-3 years, man. And it needs to happen so we can finally get the tears of G and Complex in a glass cup, man. And then throw it in.
What? What did you just say?
Yeah,
Huh?
so
those man's tears. We need their heart broken, you know. That's what I'm after vengeance, yo. Because these two cats right here,
They gonna manage you, huh, Ned?
you should have seen them.
Oh man, this episode should be called Paw Squad, man.
Now they man's twerking, they don't got nothing to say.
Hey man, hey, you know.
Hey, listen, man. I'm gonna put it to you like this. For me, this is a no-brainer. I don't even have to think twice about it. I want to see Anthony Joshua destroy Deontay Wilder. Like,
Let's go.
for the simple fact that I realistically had to have this debate with these people who fed into this fallacy, this fabrication of a fighter, this hype job, Deontay
Go on,
Wilder.
brother.
Like, you know, they got me feeling like Don King when it comes to this. But yeah, it was like, you know, they were just delusional. Their vision was diluted. You know, I was disturbed at what I was hearing. It was just a terrible thing. And then I had to argue with these people. And like Ned said, they had a lot more bravado before Fury beat that man and made him throw in the towel. But what was even worse was when I had to watch Andy Ruiz land a punch from the gods on Anthony Joshua, and Complex and G just jump up, and I'm telling you, you would have thought they hit the lottery. They were, we in style. They were just talking so much smack, and it was just, your man Josh was garbage. It was just like, you know, Ned was silent. We were worried Ned might hurt himself. We were worried Ned might harm himself that night. David.
Hold on. Nah, the funniest moment, I'm telling you, was when Caden and Complex, I don't know if Complex remember this. Y'all started arguing over Amir Khan when you was like, Amir Khan's garbage. Yo, these dudes got so bad. I really thought they were about to get into a fist fight. And I was like, damn, do I got to break up these two big ass dudes? You know what I mean? So that was hilarious. That was hilarious.
I mean, you said I don't remember it being that serious. I remember us like
you got up, but you know that's just how you are. You just talk aggressive. But Complex,
You just talk aggressive.
Watch your mouth, G. Watch your mouth, G.
And then Complex got up, and I'm like, yo, why y'all got up?
I don't feel like it was that serious though. Like I recall you like you say it, but like in my mind, I don't ever remember feeling like it was that serious.
Was that the Joshua fight, or was that
He's saying Amir Khan. Amir Khan.
Caden's house. Yeah.
Oh, you see, now it came back to Complex. Like, I was about to duff him, yo. Yeah. You know
I mean, I didn't feel that way. Maybe Complex did. I don't know.
Yeah, nah, like, because I think you said he had a glass jaw or something. Homeboy wasn't having it. You know what I mean? That was hilarious.
Well, we all know Amir Khan got a glass jaw. So
I think you know now, Complex.
Yeah, if Complex didn't know then, he know now. I was only trying to help him, like I tried to help him with Wilder.
Don't tell me you strong and wrong still with Amir Khan Complex. Yo, you go hard.
Amir Khan was a hell of a champion at 140. That's all I can say. Amir Khan was a unified hell of a champion, and he got a few bad breaks towards the end of that.
All right. Let me just close with this. Hold on, wait. Oh, I remember the episode when Caden was describing Wild Dutch using Boondocks episode "Do the Homie" had me in tears. That's what it sounded like, bro. When these guys defend Wilder, it's like "Do the Homie," right? Because you see Wilder's twerking right now, right? Anybody else who would be twerking, dudes would be like, pause. Oh, I'm not rocking with that dude, right? But the Wilder fans would be like, he's working on his hip movement. You know what I mean? He got to have torso movement. Deontay Wilder comes with a nose ring. You know, it's stylish. It's just Deontay Wilder comes out with a costume looking like he was just in Vanilla Sky, like he was casted in Vanilla Sky, and they make excuses. It's like it would really remind me of Do the Homie. Like that's what the Wilder fans were turning into. But for me, nothing would make me happier than to see Joshua and Wilder. One, if I'm proven right, which I expect to be, I'm gonna act a fool. But if I'm proven wrong, it's nice to know that like Wilder would have won. It's nice to conclude that. And then G and Complex can jump up and down and hug each other like they did when Ruiz won. You know, so it is what it is.
Depression is serious. Look, after Complex, he's after Wilder gets smashed again.
Yo, Complex came with flowers after Wilder.
I showed up to the next day. I could have ducked and dodged. I could have been a Joshua. I could have just ran around the ring, but I said no.
Big Mo. Big Mo was like, man, I'm good with y'all. Big Mo didn't
Shout out to Big Mo.
I'm gonna be there the day after, win or lose. I'm gonna be there at Boxing Bros.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
I wish I was there, Complex. I said that on the episode. That wasn't fair. I should have been your mark. Okay? I should have been your mark in that. And I apologize to you. I said that on here. I apologize because I wasn't there to show the sympathy and the compassion that Mark showed for Deontay Wilder. I would have threw in the towel.
You're fired, Trill. You throw in that towel.
Now, I would hate to see what Complex.
The only one that cared for you. The only one that cared about you.
I would hate to see what Complex brings if Wilder loses again. He came like with the suit and the briefcase, and he defended Wilder. He came with the flowers. I don't even want to see. Well,
what I'll do either, man. That'd be crazy because I know Kane's gonna talk.
Yo, LK, stop it. He said Wilder would appreciate the flowers. LK, stop it.
Yo, all right, fellas, man. I gotta run.
Chocolates. He said in chocolates.
Yo, we gotta run, man. But this is amazing. This was just a test. We were just trying to test how to go live on a stream and no real agendas, but just to be able to kick it with everyone and have fun. Yo, this was so dope. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna get this right. Any closing words for the people, Ned?
Man, yo, much love. Appreciate everybody showing love from all over the world. Yo, it's beautiful.
All right, Complex.
He's from Bel Air, yo.
Yo, that's a compliment, yo. Carlton was the realest, though.
You realize Carlton was rich, right? Carlton had a good life. I'm happy to be Carlton. I'll take that shit every day twice on Sundays.
Up from the bottom.
Exactly.
Hey, Trill.
Man, I just want to say I appreciate everybody who tuned in from the heart. I really appreciate it. This is so dope. It's our first time doing it. Shout out to everybody. Appreciate you guys. One.
G.
Yeah, same thing pretty much what everybody else is saying, man. Shout out to everybody that showed me love, shows me hate. I be seeing these people, man, and yeah, yo, it's all love, man. Keep it coming. So yeah, I appreciate all of y'all, man, regardless if it's love or hate.
Hey, man, Gustavo, LK, all you guys, everyone, we appreciate all of you. And just to let us know in the comment section, because we were thinking about like the next big fight, we would do commentary. It'll be black like this, and we'll just do commentary, and you can listen and watch with us. Let us know what you think. But anyways, man, we're gonna end this stream, and hopefully next time we come back, we'll have video to go along with it.
You pay G that money. I feel you, sir, Oku. You know what I mean?
I know. I hear you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
He understands.
Are you taking us home, Trills?
Pardon me? Yep.
You
already know. Thank you for rocking with us. Please check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Also, please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. We appreciate y'all. Much love, much respect. It's the Boxing Bros.
I know what you're saying, Trill.